MONAT is a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme known for selling shampoo. Recently, they had a private training about a new AI tool that they're going to be launching. And I accessed this training. Thank you very much to the person who tipped me off about it. I didn't attend it live, but I downloaded it afterwards and I registered as D's Nuts. In the training, they say that this new AI tool is going to help you pull up reports more easily on people in your downline so you can figure out what they need in order to rank up, which ultimately then you can rank up. But most people involved in MONAT, as in any MLM scam, don't have these huge organizations because it's a pyramid scheme. This is really only benefiting people that are at the top of this scam. And the person that they use in this training is somebody named Julie Stevens. Now, she's been in MONAT, I think, since the beginning. She's one of the first people that signed up with MONAT. And so she has a huge downline. And she keeps talking about the benefits, like how she's so surprised that most of the people in her downline that are really, selling stuff or recruiting people are in California. She had no idea. And then talking about the benefits of pulling up reports and seeing how many people are 5 levels deep on you, and that's your responsibility. And you could find somebody that is maybe, I don't know, $100 away from ranking up. And then you could phone them and tell them, well, what are your goals this month? I thought last month you said you wanted to achieve this. What can we do to get you there? Really, all of this AI tool seems to me is to make it easier for people who are at the top of this scam to harass their downline and try to coerce them to spend more money. Let me know what you think. I think the best way to show what went on in this call is just to listen to what Julie Stevens has to say. Now, there's somebody in this video. His name is Javier Urdaneta. So this is a member of the Urdaneta family. These are the people that own MONAT. I have no idea what his role is in the corporate structure, but Julie Stevens is somebody who is in the pyramid, somebody that signed up near the beginning and has a big downline, notorious for just talking down to people, the arrogance, just the viciousness, just the cruelty with which she treats people. And it comes through loud and clear in these clips that I'm about to show you. This is the first clip where she's going to be talking about the benefits of this new AI tool. And it really doesn't make any sense. Even if I were to play this from the beginning, you're going to be, confused. That's why I thought, there's no point to this. I might as well just shine a light on the behavior of people at the top of this scam.
Really good way that you can pull up your level 5s and just send them out a link. Just send them out, hey, there's an event going on in this area for states. And then if there's ranks that you're trying to, get a hold of, that's one way that you can do it. And I know you can do this in the back office too, but this filtration system is working a lot better for me. I don't know what the difference is, but I don't know if it's because it's AI, but I've been able to pull really clean, good reports to find people. So it's kind of cool. It also told me that my biggest team is in California. That was kind of nice to know because I had an idea it was California.
See, most people aren't going to be, surprised that they have this massive team in another state. It's because just most people have no recruits, or they might have their mom or their sister or their neighbor, and then that's it. And then they'll have a handful of customers. So this AI tool, it's really, I can pull up this report. I can see how many people are 5 levels deep. And what she's referring to there is that if you've recruited somebody and they've recruited somebody and that person in turn has recruited somebody and then have recruited somebody, you get to that level. Most people don't have that because most people are at the bottom, in the bottom levels of a pyramid scheme.
But the most active market partners in my organization between level 1 and level 5, they're in Cali. So that was really cool to see. And yeah, I wouldn't have even known that. But just remember, guys, there's more people in your organization past level 5, but level 5 is your responsibility. You are responsible for those people. So I love that it's pulling this up because it doesn't matter what rank they are or how deep they are. Jacqueline's level 4, level 5, that's still my responsibility. You know, like AJ General or Allie Joe, we're calling her, right? That's her new name we're going by. That is how you should be working. You should work through levels 1 through 5, assisting everybody. And even if they're outranking you, you can still help and give them recognition, give them credit, and say, dude, I'm just super proud of you. Just be involved. But I love these reports. This is going to be a good way for you to keep communication between your team. Remember, we can spend all day in the back office looking at reports, but what are you going to do with it? So have an idea of what you need and why you're back there. You are back there to rank advance your partners. Most of us, not most, but a lot of us know what we typically need. But what about those people in our organization? They usually don't know. They're brand new. Maybe they've been in for 6 months and they still don't know what MMP is. This is a great way for you to go in, click.
So that's a problem. MMP is the first rank in MONAT, and it should be made really clear what you're supposed to do in order to reach that rank. Now, when I was in MONAT, you needed to recruit 2 people. You always have to recruit people. You had to recruit 2 people with product packs. And then you had to have, I forget what the personal volume was, the PV. It was either 200 or 300. And then it was 1200 GV. So that was, you know, in points, in money, it had to add up to 1200, your whole organization. Then that would mean you would rank up to MMP. So if somebody has been in for 6 months and they still don't know what they need to achieve, what they have to do to reach that very first rank after 11 years of this organization being in existence, that's a real problem for MONAT. And this AI tool that can pull up reports that most people aren't going to need or use, or it's not going to be helpful for them, isn't going to help with that. What it is going to do is it's going to encourage uplines like this individual to harangue people that are further down their organization. Well, did you know all you need to do is to recruit 2 people and spend $150 more this month, and then you can rank up? Of course, it's going to benefit her. This is bypassing these people's own uplines. So this actually, I have a story about this. This happened to me when I was in MONAT. One of the uplines, you know, you have an upline and your upline's upline and your upline's upline. It goes all the way to the top of the pyramid scheme. They contacted me and they said, they must have done a training with somebody. And they said, could I contact your downline and help them out? I can coach them. What they were really doing is they also were pulling up reports. This is before this AI thing ever had, because MONAT already has a system of pulling up reports. And they could see, oh, this person is only spending this much money. Who could I add pressure on to make more money, to purchase more MONAT products so then I could rank up? And I told them, no, you do not have my permission to reach out to my downline. And they ignored me and they did it anyway. And I can see that that hasn't changed with MONAT. So it's being framed as this is such a benefit to grow your business. But what it's doing is it really is looking at people as numbers, which they must, because this is just a scam. And what can I do to help them? That's how it's being framed. But it's really helping you figure out who to apply pressure to. Spend more money, recruit 1 more person so I can rank up. That's going on here.
On their name, then their downline is going to pop up and their potential people is going to pop up. If they don't have a downline, that's where you can start to help them to recruit new people. And it's cool because it says literally how many people in their organization. So if I got a new girl, or maybe she's not new, maybe she's 6 months old, she's got a couple of people in there, I click on her to see her potential, it's going to show me her organization who has frontline people. Like, I love that. I don't have to click on a bubble and have it pop up. It's just right there on the right. It's a little emoji thingy. I love it.
I'm just going to skip ahead now.
And how is the tool going to help me get that data as fast as possible? All right.
Also, Javi, people are going to ask about the 20 questions. Have fun with the 20 questions, okay? I've been frustrated with it a little bit. It's going to get smarter, so we need your guys' help on this. But the 20 questions reset. It reset within.
So I'm not really sure what they go on about here, what they're talking about, these 20 questions. But what they keep repeating throughout this video is the importance that you're training this AI model. It's not perfect. It has a long way to go, and you're supposed to interact with it. Market partners are supposed to interact with it and basically teach it. It's strange to me that they're launching this thing and expecting people who might not know what's going on. Like this Julie Stevens keeps using this example of people who have been in for only 6 months and don't know what to do to rank up to the first rank. And yet they're encouraged to engage with this model to teach it, and it's going to get smarter. It's just baffling to me. I'm just going to skip ahead a bit more. Now we're going to see the classic vicious MLM boss babe behavior here.
MMPs don't have a downline. As soon as you have MMP, it's going to become available to you. All right, I know Julie has a challenge, an AI training challenge. Julie, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, you guys, I just encourage you to get in there and run the error codes. That means ask it questions. The cool thing is corporate can see the questions that are being asked on the back end, and they can see when it's not going through. So don't be afraid to try a question. It is going to learn. Closing thoughts. This is getting off of tech stuff. Okay.
So I just wanted to draw your attention to this. So he had segued into saying she has an AI challenge for you. The challenge is to run error codes. So you're basically doing the work that MONAT corporate isn't. Their IT team, they're not developing this. They're just relying on MONAT market partners to do this work. So that's the challenge. But now she's going to go on with this. You're going to see it's so toxic. If you've been in a multi-level marketing company, you're going to immediately recognize this. This could be any upline, anybody at the top of one of these things. And I do believe that this individual knows exactly what she's doing. I suspect she'll probably go to pharmacy or Shackley next when this pyramid scheme crumbles. She'll fit right in there. Hang on. This is nasty.
This is me getting into like making sure you guys do well with your market partners. Okay. When you are working on closing out, which is what this tool is mainly for, thinking about closing out, you're helping your girls basically not leave money on the table. This can go a couple of different ways for you. Some people, I just want to throw this out there, okay? Some people will message their downline. Most of you guys don't, because we're all pretty cordial around here, right? We're all pretty good manners. But some people will message people saying, I need my rank and I need you to hit da-da-da-da-da. No, no, no. We never say that. We never talk about what we need. This is about helping our girls hit their goals. So you need to find out, what do they want? Okay? I have seen people ruin relationships because they are relying on their downline. Never rely on your downline. Never. You guys go as a team. You guys go in this together. And if you guys have the same goals, then you guys are both ranking up, right? So remember this, do not run the relationships because you are counting on someone else, okay? Your job is to work your business and to inspire others to get paid, to inspire others to make a difference in their life, to go after the things that are going to improve the quality of their life or their hair or their skin. You guys remember what their goals are. And if you're not sure what they are, this is the exact thing that you need to do. Ask. Never assume. Never assume. Gray areas on the table can really lead you in different directions. And assuming that someone has the same goal as you is not where we want to be. We want to find out for sure. So ask your people. So as, let's say Javi is my front line, I'm going to message Javi and say, hey, how are you doing? How's biz? Okay, what can I help with? What are your goals this month? Now, if you already know their goals, this is where you can say, okay, this was your goal. If they are far away, branch it down, break it down, go to a fraction of that goal. If it was $1,000, break it down to 100. Okay. Just say, well, let's start with 100. Okay. And then next week or on the beginning of next month, we're going to try to hit that 100 again within the first couple of days. Because you did it once, you can do it again. These are the conversations that you want to have with your team. Help them to reach their goals. Help them to achieve just a market partner, just a VIP. This is the conversations that will make and break your business. You guys have been doing this for 11 years, and I've seen people leave because of conversations like this. And I don't want to scare you. And I want to remind you that everything is a teamwork. So when you do have someone on board ready to work this business with you, you better love that. You better embrace it. You better cherish that. And you encourage that person. And you are 100% the person who's going to take 2 steps when they take 1. That means if they're like, I've got my aunt who actually talked to me about the product once. She's not sure about which product to use. And actually, it was kind of out of her price range. This is where your expertise and this is where your hand holding is going to come into play, because now you have something you can help those girls with. Okay, this is the product that we want to get. This is how she can get it cheaper. This is the prices. This is the result she's going to get. Always sell the result over the price or anything like that, or a discount. It's the nitty gritty things in your business that are going to grow your business. And it's a lot of times we leave this out. So I want you to be personal with your people. Go to them, ask them what their goals are for the month. Just find out. Ask them what they are struggling with. Because anytime someone's not working their business, they're typically struggling mentally or with a conversation, right? So sometimes we have to ask them, what's in your head? What's going on? Sometimes people are not sold on the products and they're selling. Did you guys know that? Sometimes your market partners are not using the right products for their hair type, skin type, whatever it is. So go there. If they're not 100% believing in the compensation plan, that might be the issue. You get in these conversations, you'll find motivation. You will find people who want to work. If they are not sold on the product, if they are not sold on the business, they will not move in their business. So go there. Don't ever assume that they're sold. All right. Say, how's the hair going? How's the business going? All right. How's your contacts going? And if anyone ever says, oh my gosh, it's not going very good.
How's your hair going? Just curious. How's it going?
With their business, always ask them this. How many people have you talked to about MONAT? How many people have you asked to try it today? That question right there is always the best question that someone can go back to evaluate why their business is growing or not growing. So this is something that you guys can go to your people and help. As an upline, we just want to help, right? We're going to get paid when we help other people win.
Can you imagine her phoning you and saying, what are your goals this month? And then saying, how many people have you talked to? And you say, well, I've talked to nobody. What do you think she's going to say? Oh, well, that's why. Julie Stevens is single-handedly chasing people out of MONAT. And I love to see it.
But if they don't know what the win looks like, maybe we need to remind them. Remember what those wins were for you. My sister right now is texting me, blowing me up about a Louis Vuitton purse, okay? Quick story. You guys, I didn't want a Louis Vuitton purse when I started this stuff. It wasn't about that. Really what I wanted to be able to go to Target and buy razors and deodorant without putting my account in the hole. I wanted to buy food and I wanted to put gas in my car. Go back to why we're starting this, because the people in your downline.
Well, the people in your downline, Julie Stevens in Canada, 96.91% of Canadians are losing money. They're only earning $20 on average a month. That's before expenses. 96.91% of Canadians are losing money. They're not earning $500. They're not able to afford to go to Target and buy razors and soap. They're consistently losing money, and they're being harassed by people like you, maybe even you, running these reports, reaching out to them and asking them how many people they've reached out to.
That's why they're here. That's why people get started. It's for the $500 a month that's going to save a marriage. Go back to the little stories. And no matter what rank you are, no matter what paycheck you're at, put yourself in their shoes, okay? It's not about
96.91% of Canadians aren't earning $500 a month. They're earning an average of $20 a month before expenses. What do you think that's doing to relationships?
about your check, it's about theirs. You help enough people win, you help enough people hit their ranks, you help enough people get paid, you're going to be very well taken care of. So put the heart first, as you're looking at the numbers, okay? So just go to the heart first whenever you're talking to your people. All right, Javi, anything else that you want to add?
It's just that fake sign off too, that forced, you know, I'm so easy to get along with. It's so inauthentic. It's so off-putting. But this is MONAT. I think this is just a good video to show that this is near the top of the pyramid scheme. This is the behavior that everybody is emulating. They think that this is what it looks like to be a leader and to have compassion. This is how distorted it is. Honestly, I could have just not said anything and just played those clips of Julie Stevens talking about how she approaches her business. And I think that would have done enough. And that's MONAT. MONAT is no different than other multi-level marketing pyramid schemes, product-based ones. They all talk like this. They have this barely concealed contempt for people that they owe their paycheck to. It's really bizarre, but that's because these MLMs, they're also cults. So there's this commercial cult aspect as well. It's hard for people to get out. It's easy for people to get in. You've got a bit more information now. You know, if you were thinking of joining MONAT, even just signing up as a customer, this is the behavior that you're a part of. This is how people are treated in these organizations, and it's necessary. That's how these things work. So it's this fake veneer of friendliness and positivity, but it's right underneath the surface is just that nasty, just this, it's like a swampy bog, putrid, vile, it just resenting people. It's like giving you a hand up, but then also pushing your face back down at the same time kind of feel. And then this is just why people are avoiding multi-level marketing companies in general. People have just had enough, you know. More and more people are speaking out about these things, and it's just not worth it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.